Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on BNB. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, BNB is trading inside these two brown trend lines and currently approaching the lower bound or lower brown trend line, acting as a non-horizontal support, rejecting the price many times. That's why we are looking for buy setups. Moreover, the green zone is a resistance turned into a support again and again. So this area is a strong area as it's the intersection of a non-horizontal support and a horizontal support. That's why we are looking for buy setups. If you zoom into daily time frame, we can see that we are inside this correction that we saw from weekly time frame. So we've got our impulse and we are currently in this correction phase, and when we are overall bullish, we're waiting for the correction to be about to end to catch the next impulse movement upward. So from daily time frame, as mentioned, we are overall bearish starting from here when price broke below the previous low, just like here. And now we are waiting for the buyers to gain momentum again by breaking above the previous high. So this is an example. So for now, we'll be waiting for this high to form, and then we can buy on break upward, just like we did here. For now, we are still overall bearish. The price is making lower highs and lower lows, right? And if you zoom into H4 time frame, we can see that this channel in red is engulfing the correction movement or the entire movement down. We can see that the buyers are kicking in from a medium-term perspective by breaking above the structure or this range, but from a long-term perspective, I'll be waiting for BNB to form a new swing high as mentioned from daily time frame to consider it my trigger swing. For those who know me, I highlighted just like this and as our trigger, then and only then we can enter a buy on BNB. It depends on you if you trade it on spot or on margin. I personally trade it on spot, but for margin traders, the stop loss would be just below the previous swing low, and it depends on how much you want to target. But of course, target at least 1 to 2 risk to reward to have an edge over the markets. Before we continue, I want to tell you about Kucoin. Kucoin is one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world with over 600 billion traded volume on the platform and 8 million registered users from more than 200 different countries. Moreover, Kucoin has been rated the best crypto exchange by Forbes Advisor, and according to Coinmarketcap, Kucoin is a top 3 in terms of overall performance. Kucoin offers a wide range of services and features. Of course, you first got spot trading and margin trading, but with more than 540 listed coins and 960 trading pairs. You also got trading bot, staking, mining pool, and many more. And I'll make sure to make a detailed video about each and every feature. For now, if you don't have an account yet, I'll make sure to include the links in the description below, and let's continue. As we clearly see, ADA has been overall bearish for a while, making lower highs and lower lows. However, it's sitting around a very strong support area and round number 1. We can see many rejections from it previously, so this zone is a round number, support area, and also a demand area since we had an aggressive movement upward from it. That's why we are looking for buy setups in the first place. However, we always zoom into lower time frames for extra confirmation. If you zoom into H4 time frame, we can see that the buyers kicked in and broke above this short-term structure. But if you zoom out to daily time frame, we can see that this channel in brown is engulfing the overall movement downwards. So impulse, correction, impulse, and we are currently in this impulse. However, the sellers are exhausted because they couldn't push any lower just like they were pushing before. So we had this impulse, a flat correction, then we got another big impulse movement downward. We can see that now this last impulse, of course, it's not done yet, but we can see that the buyers are starting to kick in. So this impulse is getting, the impulse movements are getting smaller and smaller. And this last, structure here, we can draw like a falling channel to engulf the entire area. But I will not draw it because I want to make the chart as clean as possible. So let's delete it for now. And for the buyers to take over from a long-term perspective, we still need to see a break above the brown trend line. As per my trading plan, for example, I'll be waiting for a new swing high to form around the upper brown trend line to consider it valid. And for extra confirmation, it's also better to wait for the 1.5 because then it would also break above this channel which we saw around here, which looks even better from H4 time frame. So that's what I'm personally waiting for on ADA. Of course, like I've been holding for a while, but I'm planning to add more longs if this happens. And meanwhile, until this happens, ADA would be overall bearish from a long-term perspective, but of course, we are now bullish from a medium-term perspective. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next one.